Want to say, hey guys, it's Klaus. Welcome back to another video. Look what's on your screen there. The E75 Tier 9 German heavy tank. That was the first Tier 9 I got in this game. And check this one out. The Object 907. That Clan Wars Reward Tier 10 Russian medium tank. The best, most overpowered medium tank in the game. And I'm going to show you a game from two perspectives. These two guys playing together on the same team had a hell of a game. The E75 and the Object 907. I'll introduce the two characters to you, and then we will watch both perspectives of the game. A little bit different today. I'm going to show you the game in its entirety from each perspective. Omega 728 in the E75 has a hell of a game, and his not platoon mate, just another random guy who happened to be playing in the Object 907. Gold Noob PL from the Believe clan. Shout out to you guys. And one thing you can be sure of is when you see an Object 907 on the enemy team, you have to understand that it is an overpowered, the best Tier 10 medium tank in the game. And it probably has a really good player in it because, you know, he won it as a reward in clan activities. Because, you know, that's the way Wargaming wants it. They want the most overpowered tank in the game to be in the hands of the most overpowered players. Which is the opposite of communism, in my books. But who gives a shit? Let's watch the game. And here he goes. We're gonna watch the entire game from the Object 907's point of view, who takes a first cheeky shot here. You know, snap! Across this map. You know, you can spot people just crossing. It's dumb. The map's too small. They just got to make the map a little bigger because people just heading. See the heavy tanks, the E75, they haven't even crossed that opening. They're going to get shot to shit. Just getting into position because this map, I think, is just a little too small there. But anyways, the Object 907 works his way aggressively after taking the cheeky shot. Look where the rest of his teammates are. They're too scared to cross the opening because you get shot to shit, like I mentioned. Anyways, he's moved right in here, and he's by himself. He's going to take control of this corner here. And someone's pinging the map. Why are you pinging the map? He's playing the game. You are playing the game. I will ping. Okay. Anyways, look at this. He spotted another Object 907. Snap! That's the way it works in this tank. Snap, snap, snap! There's a lot of snapping going on. And, oh, he is proxy spotted. There's a guy right beside him. Oh, boy. Look at the amount of enemies. In front of it is a T-62A. That's a French tank. There's a lot of different tanks here. He's going to out-reload this guy, so take a shot. Snap! While he's reversing. And the E75 has moved up with him. You see him there? That's Omega 728 in his E75. Now you'll notice on the minimap that everyone else went somewhere else. Everyone else on the enemy, everyone else on their team has gone elsewhere. What I'm trying to say. Little tongue-tied. Some went to the bridge, some went to the ice road. The T4 Heavy is camping at the base. And these two guys are the only two here, and you'll notice there are a lot of enemies that they're dealing with. Now these two guys are not platooned. They don't know each other. But they are playing the game completely differently, but completely perfectly into the strengths of their particular tanks. And that's why we're watching this. We're watching Gold Noob PL and his Object 907, and he's doing what an Object 907 should do, and that is be aggressive, take the point, bait shots. Hopefully the enemy's going to shoot his turret and bounce. He is wiggling around, dipsy-doodling, and trying to snap his shots home. The one thing he does not have that he wishes he did was a little bit more gun depression on this ridge line. You see that? He's just poking around and doing stuff. But he doesn't have artillery in this game, so he's keeping all these guys lit. There's no artillery that can shoot them, click them from afar. So his spotting, he's only got one backup, one guy. He's got the E75 behind him. And he is in a very precarious position here. Okay, now he's got to handle this guy. Snap! He snapped that guy. They are surrounding him. Now, take a look at his loadout here. It's the #1 ammo but I think he's remapped it. because the standard ammo on this is APCR. He has nothing but heat, but he's mapped that to the 1 key. He is a gold noob for sure, a heat spamming motherfucker. And he owns an Object 907, so is obviously very competitive and takes things seriously. And he's like, if these enemies would just go, if they would all just say, okay, you know, let's just charge, yeah, they'd get hit, but snap! Forgot about the snap there. But they're not. They're playing tentative, and he's playing aggressive. Oh, he took another big hit there, but now the reload on the big Type 4 is such that he could probably take 2 shots before... Oh, and he bounced that one. And luckily the French tank missed, but now he knows that reload. Might as well take another one on you. He's got the reloads. Oh, he's got to handle him. He's still alive. He's still alive. He's bounced a big hit there and knows that he can take 2 shots before this guy reloads. No, he can't, because it's another Object 907. But he bounced another one and took him out. Holy shit, he's doing well. Look at his damage total. He's 4,600 damage. The game is, what, 5 minutes old? And now the team is coming to help. It's a romp stomp victory. He's dead. He's finished. But he played his tank perfectly. And he held that corner single-handedly for his team, enabling them to win the game, right? Well, not exactly. He did a fantastic job, but he had a little help. He had a little help. Let's check out the guy who helped him, who also played this game, but in a completely different tank in the E75. We're going to watch the game from the E75 perspective. The whole game. You know what happened. But let's just see it. There's the Object 907 scurrying ahead in his fast Russian medium. And here's the slow E75 with the slow turn like this. I love the E75. When I got it years ago, it was a beast, armor-wise and gun-wise. And it's been completely made obsolete now by the power creep in this game. All the objects. Look at this. Those guys are lit by the Object 907 and the T-54 lightweight. That you see him there where he takes his cheeky shot. The E75 missed because he doesn't snap as well as an Object 907. But he stopped here to try and take another shot. Can he get this? Does he get it? No, because he's in a German tank. Well, it is a heavy tank. I'm showing you this so that you see the differences in the play styles, in the performance, in what you have, how you have to change the way you play depending on what tank you're playing. Now, the Object 907 spotted those guys crossing. Remember my little rant there about the map being too small? So there were targets. The E75 took 2 shots. Fully aimed. Missed. Damn, it didn't get any. And if you're one of those players that spots and says, how come my team didn't shoot anyone? I spotted them. Well, maybe they're in German tanks. But he's lumbering his way up here. He's getting here pretty much as fast as he could. He just stopped to take 2 shots. There's the Object 907 here. Now, what did he do to help? Did he get a couple of shots to help out? Look at this. He punishes that guy, punishes him who was trying to flank the Object 907, pushed him back just as Gold Noob in the Object 907 is calling help. He knows he's surrounded. And watch this. He fully aims this and boom! Punishes that guy, bounces a shot or absorbs it in his track. Now look where he is. He's using topography to protect his side, and he's angled his tank so that if the enemies shoot him, they will shoot his upper plate. Boom! But he still took a hit from the AMX. He still got penned. How did he get penned at that angle? See, this is why this tank used to be a beast, but you know, now there, he bounced that shot off the upper plate. You will still bounce lots of shots off your upper plate, but the enemy Object 907 pens him easily, snap, with the heat. You notice that he got shot by heat because there is an object infestation in this game. Now the power creep is so ridiculous that tanks like this, if you're fighting any tank that starts with object and they press number 2, snap, they hit your turret, the upper plate. It doesn't matter what the fuck they hit, unless it's your upper plate angled really, really well. If they hit your turret, the front of your turret, it's going through. Even with regular ammo, That's the thing about the E-75 and the German heavy tanks. But can you believe it that, and this is the difference. You see, the Object 907, when you're facing it, when it is facing you and all you see is its turret, it is invincible. Whereas the German super heavy tanks, when they are pointed at you and all you see is their turrets, that's when they're the weakest. That's the weak spot on the German heavy tanks, is the front of the turret. Yeah. The Object 907 bounced his upper plate there. And look at this. He's doing the best he can to provide support fire here. Every time someone pokes around to try and get at that Object 907, he's pumping a shot off. Now, he is correct in not moving forward up there. He doesn't have to be up beside that guy to help him. In fact, if he went up there, he would probably get focused down and killed, because those guys could just snap right through his turret like butter, you know, with the heat spam. When he can sit back here and use the topography to pump shot after shot after shot. Every time someone pokes around to try and get at the 907 from either side, he either shoots these guys to the right or this guy to the left. He can go either way, and he aims this one carefully and it goes through. And he is just shooting regular ammo. And he's actually bouncing some shots because he's at least at it. And he's got to take this guy out. No, the Object 907 took him out. By being a little further away, he's making it harder for them to hit him flush in the turret. And there's also, he's got a very slow turret traverse. I'm going to teach you something here actually about turret traverses. When your turret traverses slowly, it's not that big a deal when the enemies are farther away, because the angle you have to traverse is not as far because they're far away. When you get really close and you have to traverse your turret between the same two enemies, you're closer, the angle is more, there is a wider angle. That's the way triangles work, right? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? You get two enemies 50 meters apart. If you're right beside them, you got to traverse your turret 180 degrees to hit each one. It takes you forever to aim between the two of them. If they're 400 meters away, you only have to traverse your turret 10 degrees. It's easier. That's why he can snipe and provide support fire from a distance. Remember that when you're trying to decide where to position yourself, depending on what your turret traverse is and the characteristics of your tank. But look at this. E-75 supporting a very good Object 907, he says. And look at this game. He did over 4,000 damage. You might have thought, oh, and he lost credits because he doesn't have a premium account. You might have thought, oh, well, you know, he's not. How come he doesn't move up and help? He helped a lot. Look at this guy. How to hold a corner easy. Well, you got 4,000 damage of help from your E-75, buddy. But let's look at your stats. He did a lot of damage and lost a shit ton of credits with a premium account. I hope you guys enjoyed that, watching the game from two different perspectives. So just remember, sometimes a teammate can be helping you even if he's not right beside you. And if your tank has a really slow turret traverse and has a lot of weak spots, it's easier for you to switch between targets if you're a little further away. And, you know, this is just this particular example. Of course, you will watch another game and it'll be completely different. So what I said is not true for every game, of course, but just something to think about.